Shipping your first GenAI apps is not the hardest challenge anymore. The hardest part comes after the launch. Once real users start using your app, you find lots of issues with your GenAI apps. It might be the model, it might be the users, and there are lots of factors. Some factors are, let's say, users is asking about insurance data because you are an insurance platform, but they are asking and giving wrong prompt. They are giving incomplete prompt. So of course your AI model will not be able to answer it properly. And most teams are facing this kind of challenges with GenAI apps because the data set they use for their GenAI apps, the models they are using for their chatbot or agents might be good at few things, but the users are giving incomplete context and prompt. They are asking random mixed questions. They are using English mixed with other languages that might break the response coming from your model. But the prompt they are sending and the response from your models all are generating some kind of data. In this video, I will show you how you can use user-generated data and the data generated by your apps to improve the model and get better results using Nebius Data Lab. Before going to the Data Lab part, let me tell you what Nebius Token Factory is. So Nebius Token Factory gives inference models. You can find almost all good open source models in here, from NVIDIA to DeepSeek to Moonshot, Kimi models and Minimax models. You can run inference on a scale with better pricing and lots of production related features. Now, before going to how to use the generated data from your production to get a better model, let's look at the usual method everyone is trying to do. That is fine tuning. Let's say you have a chatbot for insurance and you are an insurance company. You might have fine tuned a model and plugged it into your user facing chatbot. That's great, but there is a catch. So there are limitations of one-time fine-tuning. So let's say you train on a static data, then you deploy the model, and then the real world changes happens. In real world, users will come and ask random questions, incomplete questions. Let's say they are angry and they are typing something relevant in the chat. Then context can be changed. They are giving some example because they are devastated with something. Then there is policies and rules that you have defined in the back end of your GenAI apps so that it doesn't behave weirdly with your customers. But the cost of it is training data can be outdated. You have trained model once, and with the new data, new policy updates, new users coming in from different geographic locations, they might be asking some questions that was not the data model is trained on. And the model is not learning from the real uses. The model is not improving because you have fine-tuned it once and it's done. It's not updating itself. Then with the time, the accuracy drops, the relevance also declines in the real world uses. And if you want to improve models, you might be passing lots of context, lots of data externally to that API call that you're making to the model. And that is a tons of workload. So idea is to have a continuous fine-tuning loop so that models can improve based on the real world uses and latest production data using Nebius Data Lab. So idea is simple. You are getting new traffic from the users, you are getting new prompts, you are getting incomplete questions, some weird words that is coming as prompt. All data is getting logged into Nebius Token Factory because you are using Nebius token models. You can import the chat completions from the actual behavior that users are doing with your GenAI apps. Or there is another option to import external data that you have, clean data or something that you want to retrain your model on. From there, you can query and filter with SQL inside Nebius Data Lab. You can clean the data. You check all the things that you want to improve. And from there, you can directly start a fine-tuning job, either low-level fine-tuning or the full fine-tuning jobs inside Nebius Token Factory. You are not leaving the platform. And then you deploy the fine-tuning model again on Nebius without leaving the platform. So everything is happening inside one platform, that is Nebius Token Factory. And these loops keeps improving your GenAI apps, model accuracy, and outputs based on real-world behaviors. So you can complete this loop multiple times in a year based on the app traffic you are getting, the performance you are getting, the accuracy your model is giving to the real world users. Now, let's have a look inside Nebius Data Lab dashboard, what it has and how you can use it. So this is Nebius Token Factory, as I mentioned in start, and this is the Data Lab section. So these are the data sets that I have used to fine tune my model and deploy it. You can go to import chat completions. You can give the date and time. You can select the models related data. Like let's say you are using Mi K2.5 for your GenAI app. So you can click that. Then you can name it and you can just start import. That's it. All data related to it will be imported based on this timeline. Now the second part is you want external data to be used. So you can go here, add data set. Either you can upload a 50 GB file, JSON-L format, or you can bring the files dataset from object storage. Now let me show you if I have uploaded external dataset, how it looks like inside this Nebius Data Lab dashboard. So this was the insurance data set that I have picked from Hugging Face for the training purposes. So as you can see, it has prompt, it has message, it has best completions data, and intent is there as well. It was a large data set, but I have used the smaller part of that data set to test the implementations and deploy a fine-tuned model. And the best part is inside Nebius Data Lab, you can run batch processing. If you have a larger data set, let's say you have millions of users and you are getting lots of data on the daily basis, and you want to clean it and then train the model. And let me show you how to fine tune using this. So here is the query editor. You can edit and clean the data, query on your data set. Then you will get the query results here. Let's say I run one query and see what happens. So this query is running and you can see it's processing the query. Now you can see the query results we have. You can clean this data set that you have from the source data set. You get the new query and new results, and you can save these results as a new data set. One option is there, or otherwise you can download the results as JSON-L. Let's say we save the data set as a new result. Test 2. This is just a demo. You have to actually write the better query related to your code base, related to your use case, data set, and everything. Now we have the new data. This is the completion JSON. This is custom string dialog. We have error is blank. Then model is Llama 3.3. Prompt is system content. You are a senior insurance claims and policy expert. Answer clearly. Then it has raw prompt. Then it has raw response as well. Now let's say we have to fine tune using this data set. So only thing we have to do is you click this fine tuning. Now you have this dashboard of post training where you will have to choose what kind of training you want to do. You want to do supervised fine tuning or custom speculator training, and based on that you will proceed. So let me show you how you can go with custom training here. So this was the data set I have picked. Okay, you can add more data set using upload or object storage. So these are the selected column IDs, label column and retention mask column. This is just a demo. I'm not going to fine tune it right now. You go to continue. Now you can see you can choose lots of models based on the requirement what you want to fine tune. Let's say we are picking minimax m2.5. We are changing the things according to how you want to fine tune. Maybe negative log acceptance, weight KL and TB loss, or KL divergence. So let it be default. These are all defaults value. You can change it according to your use case, your requirements. Then you put the suffix for the model, like fine tune model will be named as something new. Let's say this is minimax 2.5. So you might want to name it minimax m2.5 fine tune. That will be the model name here and the seed. Now you go to continue. So when you start this job by clicking this button, it will start the fine tuning process in the background. And the API key and repo name that you have given here, it will export the model like fine-tuned weight into that directly. So you can see we can automatically upload output model weight to your HF account if you provide its details. Okay, so you can get this model weight inside your Hugging Face repo. Now you can see here our job types is speculator, training data set is there, model name, training type custom speculator, drafter type eagle 3, output model is this, and you can see whatever you have picked previously, it's showing up here. And you can see the pricing is also context length is 8192 and fine tuning per 1 million tokens will cost you $6. So you can see the pricing as well. Now let's look at supervised fine tuning. If you are doing supervised fine tuning for the same thing, so I'm not adding any validation data set. Go to continue. Now you choose the same thing, LoRa fine tuning or full fine tuning. Choose the model and choose the customization. Go to continue, and you can see this custom fine tuning will cost you just $5. Let's go back and full fine tuning, continue, and it will also cost you $5, and it's for GPT OSS 120 billion params. But now let's look at Llama 3.170 billion fine tuning, and you can see the cost is just $2. You can find more details on Nebius Token Factory documentation. So you can see here is the part of post training, here is the part of data lab, and you can see you can import batch data processing, fine tuning, and everything. And fine tuning part is here. You can follow the docs to properly implement this. And here is the doc for custom speculator training. So with this, you can control more of the model weight. You can get better latency, faster performance on production. Now let me show you one of the examples that I have implemented myself for insurance claim fine tuning and model improvement loop using Nebius Data Lab. I used this broken data set to prompt base model, got incomplete answers, missed follow-ups, wrong workflow guidance. Everything was captured inside Data Lab. And from there, we have created failure cases, tag, label, and prioritize high impact gaps. From there, we have fine-tuned the specific examples. then deploy the improved model from Nebius Token Factory and inside the chatbot, and we have changed the model ID and it started working and performing better than the previous version. So this is the real flow how I improved my model. So I used existing insurance chatbot, uploaded to Nebius Data Lab, run a batch inference with a teacher model on Llama models, curated a JSON training data, and then we did a lot of fine-tuning job, then deploy that private editor on Nebius Data Lab, and then we have compared between two models using a chatbot. That one has base model as model ID and another has fine-tuned model that we have fine-tuned using this data set, and the results were exceptional. If you want to look into how I fine-tuned this whole loop, you can look into this repo, example insurance claim fine-tuning. So I have used a student-teacher workflow to do it. It has batch data processing. If you have a larger data set, you can use batch processing from Nebius Token Factory. Now question is why you should use Nebius? You can get the infra, the GPU to run, the models to use, and whole fine-tuning loop, the model improvement loop inside a one unified workflow, or you can say dashboard. So coming back to the start, the biggest bottleneck is model improvement, or you can say iteration. So you deployed the model once and then that's it. You are stuck with the question that how I can improve the result, responses for the GenAI apps. Then there is a challenge. That hard part is log piles up, signals, noise, everything, how to keep track of that. No structured way to create data set because you have to use other external tool or libraries to get data set, clean it up. Then iteration might be resource intensive, but with continuous fine-tuning loop, you are getting continuous improved model, better accuracy for your GenAI apps. But for this, you need Nebius Data Lab so that everything happens inside a single dashboard or workflow, and you have zero data retention policy as well, along with other compliance if you are enterprise. That's it for today. And I would recommend you to check Data Lab, go to Nebius Token Factory, use the model, and see if it fits your use case. Thanks for watching this video.